I went to the next state over to see this movie. And the next day, it was at my local theater. Moonrise Kingdom is directed by Wes Anderson, and I want to be straightforward with you guys. This is my first Wes Anderson film. I've been missing out on a lot. A lot. I haven't even seen The Fantastic Mr. Fox, and I heard that was very, very good, and I haven't even seen it. So let's get into the review. The story is set in 1965. It's about these two kids. They're about 12 years old. I think they are 12 years old. And one of them, the boy, played by Jared Gilman, I think that's his name. He is in the Khaki Scouts, which is like a Boy Scouts. He runs away from his camp, and Susie and the other kid, Susie something. I forgot her last name. She's played by Kara Hayward. They both run off together, and they're both in love, and yeah, they run away, and the story follows them, and it follows their family reactions, and the people trying to find them, and it's all very, very entertaining. You see, I was slightly skeptical when I came into the movie. I knew that it had been getting very good reviews, but I had never seen a Wes Anderson film, so I didn't know how unique it would be, because I heard he was a very unique filmmaker, and I heard that he has a certain style that you do not see every day. So I was very, very skeptical about that. And let me tell you, this is one of the best films of the year. I was always entertained by this film. Never was I ever not entertained. Sure, there were some slow parts, yes, but I was always entertained. I was laughing. The script is very, very witty and funny. The performances are all very, very good, and I just completely adored this film. The direction by Wes Anderson. I did not know what I was looking at, because there are so many things in the background. I had no idea what I was looking at, and it was just all spot on. And he had a narrator who was in front of the screen. He was talking to you, and then all of a sudden something comes in the background, and you're like, wow, he is a phenomenal director. The acting, he directs the acting so well. Each of the characters are so well fleshed out, and I think that's because of him and Roman Coppola. I think that's who else wrote the script. They really, really well fleshed out the characters, so you care for each of them. And I actually found it very, very funny that Tilda Swinton's character's name was Social Services. She's like, Social Services' career has been for 26 years, and I was laughing hysterically. The setting in 1965, I've always wanted to live in that time. Something about that. I don't know. I've just always wanted to live in the 60s or the 50s. Something about that. Maybe it's just the nostalgia of all the great books and great movies, like the horror flicks and everything. I just always wanted to live there. And maybe it's partially for Back to the Future. Marty McFly. God dang him. The quirkiness, too. It was so unique and funny, and it was just so quirky. And this movie has a lot of balls. It has a ton of balls. I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but there's just a certain scene with the two 12-year-olds, and I was sitting in the theater with my mom, and I was really, really getting anxious. That's how I can say it. I was like, that's, yeah. It's kind of awkward. The downsides. The only downside to this movie is that it's slow at parts. I was I was always entertained by this movie. I just thought that some parts were a little slow. But I was always entertained. I completely and utterly loved this movie. I'm going to give it an A. I didn't like it as much as The Avengers, but I still very, very adore this movie. I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys later.